You ever look at something you've built and realized it doesn't quite fit anymore? Like a pair of sneakers that used to be perfect, but now they're a little too tight. You can still walk in them, but running, growing, nah, that's not happening. Hi, I'm Daniel. If you're new here, welcome. This is where we break things down, talk about the technology shaping creativity, and figure out how to use it without losing the human touch. When I first started this show, it was called the Photographer's Notebook. Back then, I was sitting down with photographers, swapping stories, and breaking down how they do what they do. Back then, the show felt right to me. But as much as I loved those conversations, the focus was a little narrow. I knew I had more I wanted to explore, not just the art of taking pictures, but the tools, the technology, the bigger picture of how creativity and tech collide. So I rebranded. The show became Making Sense of Technology and Multimedia. And yeah, I know, it was a mouthful, but at the time it felt right. A way to blend my photography background with my long career in IT. And I had some great conversations under that banner. But here's the thing. The name was too long, and the focus, it was just way too broad. When I talked about the show at a few podcasting conferences that I attended, people were encouraging. And one piece of advice that stuck with me was that the title was too long and the focus too broad. That advice helped me see it needed to be sharper. And they were right. It didn't fully capture what the show was becoming or the kinds of deeper conversations I really wanted to have. Episodes like Humanizing Technology showed me that listeners connected most when tech and creativity met. That's when I realized I needed to sharpen the focus. So, after 13 episodes, I hit the pause button. No, it wasn't burnout. It was more like I needed clarity. I didn't want to keep producing the show under a name that didn't fit anymore. So I stepped back for just over a year. During that time, I dug into what this podcast could be. I thought about my roots in IT, my journey as a professional photographer, and how the creative world was being reshaped fast by AI and new technology. The more I thought about it, the more I realized this wasn't about starting over. This was about evolving. And that brings me here. Welcome to Shutter and Algorithms. The name says it all. Shutter. Photography. Videography. The art of capturing moments. Algorithms. The technology. The AI. The systems shaping how we create. Together, it's the tech side of visual storytelling. This is the identity the show has been waiting for, sharp, memorable, and true to who I am. And it's not just going to be about audio anymore. These were always parts of the vision, but the old name was too broad to make them fit. Now we can bring them forward with video, community, and bigger conversations about how creators can thrive in a world where art and tech are converging faster than ever. So, if you are a photographer, a videographer, a content creator, or just someone fascinated by how creativity and technology come together like I am, this is the place for you. But my goal is simple: to empower you with insights, tools, and stories that help you create better, faster, and smarter in this AI-driven world. Now, If you've been with me since episode 1, I thank you. You've been part of this growth, and I'm grateful you stuck with me through all the changes. And if you're brand new, you couldn't have picked a better time to jump in, because this right here is where the journey gets really exciting. A new name, a new look, but the same heart. Shutter and Algorithms is about evolution, not reinvention. And I'm excited for where we're heading. So here's what I'd like you to do. Continue this journey with me. Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen or watch so you don't miss what's next. And please, do me a favor. Share the show with someone you know who would really connect with it. And get ready, because the conversations we're about to have, they're going to challenge you, inspire you, and hopefully give you a few tools you can put to work right away. And here's a sneak peek of what's coming. We'll be talking about AI and the role it plays in creative workflows, and how to use it without losing the human touch. For example, we'll look at how AI can generate quick B-roll ideas or streamline client communication. I'll be breaking down practical tools and tips for photographers and videographers to stay ahead of the curve. And if you've been following my work, you know I've been gearing up for a big conference headshot project. I'll share how I streamline the entire workflow, switching tools, automating delivery, and letting technology get out of the way so I can focus on the people in front of the lens. That's next on Shutter and Algorithms. The journey continues, and honestly, it's just getting started. Check everything out in the show notes, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Keep creating.